Hello, welcome back. So, we are now on the Advanced Collection, which was released last month on the 28th of September. Now, this is a compilation of the 3 GBA games, as well as Castlevania Dracula X, which was a Super Nintendo port of... It's actually a Super Nintendo port of the PC Engine, aka... Okay, so the PC Engine was also called the TurboGrafx 16. Now... It was actually a CD-based game, if I remember, CD-based system, if I remember correctly. So Dracula X is actually the Super Nintendo port of it, and it's considered by many to be inferior to the original one. So now, between this and the PC Engine game, there's actually 3 different ports of the Rondo Blood storyline. This is the original Rondo Blood. So this is Dracula X, which is a condensed Super Nintendo port, as well as the Dracula X Chronicles, which contains that and Symphony of the Night. Now, this is actually an important series. This is actually an important entry in the Castlevania series because this tells Richter's story, and Richter becomes one of the most important ones overall in the franchise because he fights Dracula repeatedly, and is actually one of the few times where you fight Dracula and actually ends up working for him. It's kind of complicated. It's explained better in Symphony of the Night, which unfortunately is not on Steam right now. It is on I believe it's on the 360 and Xbox One marketplace, as well as the PS3, PlayStation network in general. So something interesting about this one is, unlike the regular Anniversary Collection, this has a music player built in, and you could look up any of the soundtrack. You don't have to. It looks like you don't have to do any special in-game to unlock them all. Now, the European version of Dracula X is called Vampire's Kiss, so I don't know why it's listed like that here. But you can see it's all the tracks for the game. Nothing yet, especially at the unlock, and you can make your own playlist. Now we're gonna take a look at the different versions. Here you've already seen the American versions, North America, the NTSC. Now we're looking at the PAL. It does not say Circle of the Moon. Largely unchanged for European. I think actually, I think this is actually the point of the series franchise, the franchise where they started using Castlevania as the same logo in Japan, and no, actually, I think it may have been Harmony at Dissonance where they started using the Castlevania as both Japan and America. So here is the first. Well, this is actually a redone version of the Japanese box art. But now it's called Vampire's Kiss. Why? I don't know. I can't say I know, unfortunately. Now look at the Japanese one. Okay, yes, it was Harmony and Dissonance where they started saying Castlevania as both Japan and North America. So this was the last title to be called Kumujo Dracula. And here we have Japanese Dracula XX. Why? Again, I don't know. Now, if I remember correctly, the XX version had a weird gameplay differences from the translated ones, where you had unlimited powers and such. Anyway, we're gonna switch back to American. Okay, so here we go. Okay, looks like it's largely the same as Anniversary Collection, but different layout, which is great. Let's see. Okay, that should be the same as the Anniversary Collection. We need to make sure it's okay. This looks like what I would have done. Oh, we have a rewind feature. Oh, looks like they learned from the previous one. Nice. Yeah, that's good. So this is 1995. If I remember correctly, Rondo Blood was in 1993. Hang on, we could pause it via the options menu. Let me check real quick so I don't give the wrong year. Because if I remember correctly, it was a 1993 title originally. Then they made ports and such. Let's see, Rondo Blood. Let's see, it was released in, where is it? Okay, PC Engine CD, 1993 for Japan, PSP, due to the Dracula X Chronicles in the 2007 to 2008, depending on region. Okay, and then later releases in 2018 and 2020 on PS4. TurboGrafx. There's a TurboGrafx Mini? Huh. Yeah, that ought to be interesting. And I was also put on the Wii console in 2010. Well, between 2008 and 2010, again, depending on region. Let's see. Okay, remake. So Dracula X is technically a remake, but it's really more of a port because it has a lot, almost like 90% of what was in Rondo. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 95. All right. Anyway, so let's keep moving on. Now, the thing about Rondo is it's actually got multiple endings depending on how well you do in the game. By that, you have to rescue the 2 hostages, which was something that was in the original Rondo Blood, and you get a different ending credits cutscene depending on how well you do. If you save one hostage, you see that hostage, and then you see a ghost image of the other one. If you save them both, then you get the good ending. If you don't save either one, then you get a bad ending of Richter alone on his horse. Alright, so, whoops. Okay, well, that was... So in the original Rondo Blood, you could actually choose your stage once you unlock the alternate ones. That was actually one of the most interesting things about this was it was a departure. Since it was released not long after Super Castlevania 4, it actually was a major departure in that it had different stages depending on what you did during the stage. Some had alternate routes, which again was in the original Rondo Blood. This one does have it, but it's only in certain spots. So you can get alternate paths, which you do need to do in order to find some of the hostages. So I'm going to show you what the item. I think I can do. Let me see. Oh, huh? It's got interesting. So it's not a quick save like the Anniversary Collection. They really improved that. So let's see. Oh, hit the wrong button. Sorry. Now, what makes Richter so strong mechanically and in story is that he has the power to do the item crash, which is depending on the weapon, either a screen clearing one or each item has each sub weapon has a different effect when used in the item crash. Okay, and this is not the version that has unlimited hearts. If I remember correctly, the Japanese version did. So it uses, I think. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to pull up the info on it. I believe it uses 10 times or twice as many hearts as you normally do. It's always a certain amount. I think it's equal to 2 or 3 uses of the weapon normally. And interestingly enough, in Symphony of Night, he actually has access to them again. This time they come with special voice lines depending on the one, like Richter's holy water item crash, for example, it's called Hydrostorm, and the cross grand crash, the cross item crash is called Grand Cross. He has actual voice lines for that. If he doesn't have a sub weapon, then he'll just he'll make an incarnation of the fire whip, the flame whip. And okay, here's something interesting. Depending on the game, it's actually very different how the item crash is done. At least I believe it is. Okay, so Hydro Storm has a different VFX in Dracula X as opposed to Rondo, and so does the cross boomerang as well as the stopwatch. Okay, that's interesting. And then Symphony of Night, the Holy Water item crashes changed again to be where he just he stands still when he does the summoning, the item crash, but he can do damage while the item crash is doing damage, so he can do twice as much damage or so. Okay, so the item crashes are actually really, really cool. And if you'll notice, he can do backflips! So this is actually one of the biggest things. Oh, okay. Now, if I remember correctly, this was actually in Super Castlevania 4, where if you got a new sub-weapon, you can go back and pick it up. I think it was. If it wasn't, then here we have something that was sorely needed in earlier entries, where if you got the wrong sub-weapon, bam, you can go right back and get it. So what I think we're going to do here is we're going to play the game normally and try to get both hostages, but I don't think we can. It's been so long, I don't remember how to do that. Which path was the right one to take the key to. So we will probably enter a code to get to the Dracula battle, the last stage with both hostages rescued. So I can show the correct ending, similar to what we did in Simon's Quest. Because I'm more interested in showing the game right now. Anyway, this is supposed to be this is a remake version of the Burning Village from the first level of Rondo. And which itself is a nice callback to a combination of Simon's Quest and, the opening of Castlevania 3. Man, the item crashed my way out of here. This is annoying. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's something interesting. This game is subject to Nintendo's censorship. In back in the early, mid 90s. Now, in the Japanese version, he actually has blood on him when he takes more damage and when he dies like that. And there's blood from striking enemies. And in Rondo, there's blood there too. So yeah, that's something that was one of the main things that were going on back then with Nintendo censorship. If I remember correctly, I talked about that during the Mortal Kombat playthrough, the Mortal Kombat Let's Play. I was sure Richter could jump onto the stairs and such. Yeah, he can. Just takes a little bit of timing. Wow, it's been so long, and I'm remembering how weird some of these jumps were. Yeah, if I didn't mention it, I really hate Medusa heads. I was so glad not to see them. Well, keep forgetting to save on the next screen. I am so glad not to see them in the Castlevania Game Boy games. Okay, save this time. We got some crazy hitboxes here, I swear. Alright, so... I swear I used to be good at this game, you know? Make you say we've got the cross boomerang, and it's probably the strongest item crash in the the Dracula X game. Okay, so how did her hitbox take priority over mine? Well, whatever. We're cross. We're cross. And you see a return of an old favorite, the screen clearing rosary. But you'll notice he's got the ability to control his jump direction a little bit. And if I remember correctly, the track for this is called Divine Bloodlines. You know, it had different name in the OST for the Dracula X, but I believe it kept largely the same name otherwise. Holy shit! He actually went through the item crash. Oh my god, I don't remember him being able to do that. I think that's actually a case for the, oh, wait, did I say? Never mind. Alright, so, I think that's actually a case for the dagger item crash. One of the rare instances I remember that was actually pretty good. You could do a lot of damage to him. I don't think there's any special achievement for killing it that easily. Or that early. Could be wrong though. Actually, hold on. I could pull up the achievements for this. Let's see. I don't believe there was one. Let's see. Achievements. There's 41 for the game. Well, 47 at least, it seems. Yeah, I don't see anything. Looks like most of the achievements are over in the Game Boy games. It seems about right. Yeah, there's only one. There's only 4 achievements for Dracula X, I think. Shame. Alright, so we're on the next... Wait. Okay, that was pretty funny. It would have been funny if he actually punted me across the chasm like that. Gotcha, punk! Can't tell if that was a normal death or me killing it, but whatever. I remember it was possible to do that. So you don't have the regular boss room themes here. In Dracula, Ronald Blood, you do. It's a three-headed dog, but he made him sound like a jumping panther. Does anybody see anything wrong with that? Like, come on. As you can see, yeah, the cross crash is really, really strong. There we go. He's down. So this is actually a different stage clear screen than the original game. It tells you these are your little passwords in the back as well. If you see the colors and the flames, those are actually your stage passwords for your progress up to that point. Now, in the original Rondo Blood, you actually got a little 16-bit remix of the stage clear theme from Castlevania 1. The American Correction Stage 3 is where we can start saving the people. Let me check to be safe. Okay, looks like stage 4 and 5 are alternate ones. We have stage 3. Okay, let's see. Okay, stage 6's boss will change depending on whether or not you save a net. If you don't save a net, you fight Carmilla. If you do, you fight Death. So that's one of. I think this was actually the first Castlevania game where you had different bosses depending on what you were doing. Yeah, whether or not you met certain criteria earlier on. Let's see here. Where he is? I'm trying to. Okay, so I need a moment to look for it. Just guess I'm trying to find a guide. Trying to figure out which one was where I need to go in order to get a hold of her. Get a hold of the interests. You know, I think you know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to Google this. It's been so long I don't remember the locations. Let's see here. Okay, so if you get knocked down in stage 3, you will not get to be able to save either hostage apparently. Okay, looks like you can save a net in stage 4. Let's see. Oh, they're both in stage 4. That can't be right. Okay, now see, they're both in stage 4, so you need to get into the dungeon. Okay. So that means I guess we cannot get knocked off in stage 3. So you notice, I think unlike other Castlevania games, this has a lot of remixes of series classics rather than all new compositions. Getting all Donkey Kong in here. I have to jump over these barrels. So something interesting to note about the enemies here is a lot of them were, I think every single enemy in this game was reused in Symphony of the Night, which made sense. You know, it's not really lazy or anything. You know, I think someone would call it lazy, but it made sense because this, Symphony of the Night was a direct continuation of the events of Rondo Blood. So reusing the enemies was a brilliant touch to heighten the connection between the two. And this game takes place in 1792, which was before the Victorian era of human history and during the Revolutionary period. And if I remember correctly, Symphony of the Night and later games set around that time end up making references to this. Get back here. And something to note is, unlike previous games at this point in franchise history, enemies do not fucking respawn, which is great. And health pickups everywhere. Yay! So you don't have a boss room like you do in Rondo Blood or Dracula X Chronicles, or even in the two canon Game Boy games. You do go straight into the boss. Okay, hold on. Alright, so something to note about the vampire bat is this did not exist as a traditional boss in Rondo Blood. What it did exist as was a part of a mini boss in Rondo Blood, where it was actually a part of an illusion of the 3 major Castlevania 1 bosses. Well, so item crashing to get him down quick. Shame we can't see his death animation because we knocked him off screen. Okay, we're going on to... Yep, we are now in the castle. And you are here... You know, last stage we heard Vampire Care, now we're hearing Bloody Tears. Dun, 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 dun. So, something interesting about... Oh, crap, didn't want to hit that. Now, as I was going to say... Well, this time we can see the death animation, but damn! It's kind of... Ah, man. Damn it, I just did this too. I think he has to actually be on screen in order to be effective. Okay, so it's actually a very simple pattern. I'm just being dumb. It's hitting hard as hell. So anyway, what I was going to say a few moments ago was the Ronald Blood actually supported a save system, which was very, very, very similar to the one in Symphony. Only in Rondo you can select your stage, whereas in Symphony you had a different way of accessing different areas of the castle quickly, which will later become replicated in. But we'll talk about that in the GBA games. There it is. Well, part of this definition. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, Ronald Blood has save system. This time save. Why is it, I don't get how that those jumps are very, very wide. I don't remember being that wide. Man, that was weird. I think you can actually jump up here instead of jumping all the way over then up. Yep, you need to use backflip. Got it. So you can use the backflip to get some aerial, boosting. Why are those damn things there? So, the Medusa heads are the only things that respawn, but that's technically because they're really never actually gone. Oh yeah, and by the way, these guys are getting sneakier. Might be a heart, Castlevania roaster right here somewhere. Those things have huge reach as well, so be prepared to be annoyed by them. Maybe I need to do an item crash cleared screen. Okay, well, we got through that messily, but we got through it. Ah! Nice! Well, I could see that coming. Okay, so here's something that returns from Castlevania 1. Invincibility Potion. I don't remember them being in 4, it's Super Castlevania 4, but... damn it. So the bats respawn, but... not much you can do about that. Hey, what? What's that? I feel really cheated on that. Oh no! Okay, so don't whip like crazy. You end up losing the cross. We want to use the cross until we get the key drop. The key is what we need in order to get the hostages saved. He's nowhere near me, but somehow he hits me. I don't get that. These hitboxes were really only bad in the Game Boy games, I think, in the early Nintendo titles. That really feels just yikes. Despite the changes, this was honestly, I feel like it was a bit of an improvement over Super Castlevania 4. Hey, I was sure we just walked over before. Well, we got to that. Ah, man. I really don't remember it being like this, but again, I think it's been... Fuck it. Assuming we don't count Dracula X Chronicles, it's been at least 15 years since I played this. Again, assuming we don't count that. Oh, boy. Why is... This is why I've now commented about this before, but these guys are supernatural warriors. Just sworn to kill, destroy, or otherwise, fuck up Count Dracula, but they get hit by something and they get knocked back 20 goddamn feet. That's never ever made sense in any kind of gameplay or story, sense. It seems like it's always put there just to annoy the player, especially short areas like moving platforms or multiple jumps in general. It's always made no sense. And the timing, I should be able to just drop down on top instead of jumping over and missing anyway. Honestly, the game is fun. It's just got some really weird things that never really make sense, no matter how many times you play it or as the series progressed over the years. Like, it just made no sense at all. I think we can actually backflip up here. Let's see.